Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be closing out May paycheck number 2 and setting up May's paycheck for number 3. That will include me going through my paycheck budget, updating the monthly budget, and stuffing my cash envelopes, my saving challenges. And then at the end of this video I'm actually going to do a little mini condense. I won't be stuffing my sinking funds or my 1 month ahead binder this week. So we're gonna do that condense instead. And then I'm going to show you all the July kits that just went live today. So I'm filming on Friday. So in this video, we'll take a look at those kits in person. Thank you guys for coming back for another video. I hope that you enjoy these and that they motivate you to stay consistent with getting your finances together. If you do like these videos, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below and let's get started. Okay, so I zoomed in here for you guys just a tad, so hopefully you can see everything. So I think I told you guys maybe like a week or so ago that I canceled a trip, and we'll talk about that when that time comes, and I'll give you guys an update on that. I did pay my taxes, I want to say on the 14th. On the 14th, I did pay my taxes. That money is budgeted out through the business budget, so I don't have to put it in my personal budget, at least for like the amount or account for it here. But I do just try to keep my reminders, because if you know how taxes goes, any, late payments and everything like that can rack up a bunch of interest and fees, and I just don't want that to happen. I want to be done with this bill by the end of this year. So I'm just trying to remind myself in multiple places. And if you missed last week's video, again, happy Mother's Day. Not too much went on this week, really not anything at all. But for the upcoming week, I have my car insurance bill, my Wi-Fi bill, and my Apple subscription bill that will be coming out. And so if you're new to the channel, I am 1 month ahead on bills. So the money for these bills are already in my bank account and they will be automatically drafted out. I just come to the monthly budget section over here and just keep up with what those amounts are, so that on a monthly basis I'm accurately putting enough money aside. But what I also do is use my calendar to also take money out of the current paycheck for the next month's bills. So for instance, today I am going to stuff my bills binder for car insurance and Wi-Fi for June, and then Apple subscription, I'll put that on next week for June's Apple subscription bill. Other than that, guys, not much else is going on, so let's go ahead and move over to the monthly budget page. Okay guys, so I don't actually think I have anything to update for you guys this week. As we've seen from the calendar, not much else went on. The rest of the bills will have to get updated next week, as they have not come out yet. And then as far as my mom, I did take out, I want to say $6 from my monthly saving challenge to buy my mom a gift bag, but I'm not going to be able to get this whole amount until the beginning of June, because this is for her birthday. So other than that, I don't have anything else to update here. So let's move on to paycheck 2. Okay y'all, so I have all my little tools here ready to go. So I had already updated the cell phone bill, because that came out and that was 75 cents under. For my variable expenses, which were my cash envelopes, I had $180 and I have $42 left over, so that means I spent $138. For sinking funds and saving challenges, they got their $119. Month ahead got $71, and then nothing extra or unbudgeted came up. So one thing I've been kind of sharing with you guys on a week-to-week basis is I am trying to be much more diligent about my budgeting calendar and what is coming up in the month, and being more mindful, kind of taking my time putting my budget calendar together, because the more I can pay attention and really keep up with what's going on in the budget calendar or just in my life, the less unbudgeted expenses I'm going to deal with. So I have been really keeping my eye on unbudgeted expenses. For this week, I did have an unbudgeted expense, but I pulled it out of my sinking funds. So I'm going to track that on my expense tracker that'll be coming up next. For unbudgeted here, this is for if money that I didn't budget for comes out of my paychecks or my bank account. So if it comes out of my sinking funds, I don't really worry about tracking it here because it's not going to affect my bank accounts. But if it comes out of my bank account, I will track it here. For sinking funds, I'm just tracking on the sinking funds page. So you guys will see that in a minute. So let me add this column up. So we budgeted $458 for this week and we came in at $415.25. That's one thing that I really love about budgeting is it is so, I'm telling you, if you try to copy somebody else verbatim, like it's not going to work for you. Budgets are so personal, it's not even funny. You literally have to figure out what is going to work best for you and your life and your family. But that's why I love it. Okay, so let's do 458 minus 415.75. So we have 42.25, which is what we have here. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up Paycheck 3. Okay guys, so for this week we have a super low cash stuffing, super low budget week. As you may or may not know, if you watch a couple of my last videos, I have been out of town for 2 weeks in a row. And anytime I'm out of town, I give myself a separate traveling budget from I show you guys what it is, but I always put it under extra and I'll give myself like 100, 200, 400, whatever I need that is not included in the variable expenses. So sometimes, actually a lot of times when that happens, it leaves me to have a lot of leftovers here at the house. Like I will have leftover groceries. For instance, my car, I am at 3/4 of a tank of gas. So, you know, it's pretty much almost full. I just have that little quarter left that, you know, would make it full. So like I'm not gonna need much gas this week. And so that tends to be what happens when I go out of town. And so when that happens, I just try to, you know, not just throw money here, but actually be mindful of knowing like, hey, you don't need this much this week. So don't give yourself all of that because you're probably just going to spend it on other things. And then I'm doing some different things with my paycheck this week, so I won't be stuffing any of these. So instead I have a cash condensing to do with you all. So let's go ahead and add the 218 plus 95. So that puts us at 313 for our budget this week. And you guys know, like, our budgets be all over the place. Like some weeks we be at almost $2,000 for the week, that between bills and everything else, and then other weeks are super low. So you kind of get a mixture of numbers over here on my channel. And that's it for Paycheck 3. So let's move on to the weekly check-in. So this week we spent $3 in spending. So I have $7 left in my wallet. And for gas, we used the whole 45. It's probably why I still have 3/4 left. For groceries, we spent the whole 70. For eating out, I did not eat out at all this week. No medicine. I spent everything at home, and then no beauty. So now what I'm gonna do that I'll probably speed through a little bit is I'm gonna subtract what I spent this week from what I have remaining for the whole month in these categories to see what I have remaining for the month now. Sometimes I love too hard. Sometimes you go. Okay, so this is what we have remaining for the rest of the month in these categories. And if you are new, my budget here is just for me. So this is for a single person. Okay, so spending this week is gonna get a 5. And gas will get 20. Groceries will get 50. Eating out will get a 10. I gotta talk to y'all about this. Again, okay? Oh my goodness. Medicine, nothing. Home is gonna get 10, and then beauty, nothing. I guess I could just tell you about it right now. So I've been telling you all that I am no longer eating fast food. So that dramatically cuts down my eating out budget. And I'm no longer eating fast food for health and weight reasons. I guess primarily health, because my hormones just don't like fast food anymore. With that being said, I could still eat at like sandwich places like McAllister's, Panera, stuff like that, and restaurants every now and then. But y'all, I have noticed that you even have to be careful even with that food. While it is not as bad as probably like, you know, your McDonald's and Whataburger and all that, it's still like I am just in this place of like, yo, I am just cooking. I'm cooking because this food that they're feeding us in this country, I just can't do it. So I have really even pulled back on that, and I'm just like, I'm just cooking. Y'all, I haven't been going to Shipley's. If you are an OG, you know your girl used to be at Shipley's every week. I'm not going to Shipley's. It's just been a complete change around here, and it's all for like my health. Like, I'm really trying to lose the rest of the weight that I need to lose to be healthier. And you know, some of the numbers that I got from the doctor earlier this year, most of them were really good, and there were a couple of them that weren't so good, and I'm really trying to focus on that because I don't want that situation to get worse. So it all is eating out. It's all like what you eat. So that's what's going on with that. Okay, so for my saving challenges today, and I feel like I needed another line actually. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I think I just realized we have what, like 2 more Fridays in this month. So I don't know. So for today, I'm not going to stuff my 1 month ahead binder, but I am going to stuff my saving challenges with the rollover money. So it was $42. And so I'm challenging myself this year to save $2,500 in cash. This is in addition to like my online savings accounts and things of that nature. So let's add 42 to 1979. Sounds like someone's birthday year. And so we are at $2,021 in our cash savings. And to update the sinking funds, so I did a little bit of spending today. I did another steal from my wardrobe envelope. Y'all don't judge me. So what's today? The 16th? Yes, today's the 16th. So my miscellaneous envelope went to snacks, and that was, I'm gonna zoom you guys out a little bit. I had $10 in here. Okay, so that was 10, and now we are at 0 in my miscellaneous envelope. And then that 10 was not enough, so I pulled for wardrobe. And just like a little side note, once again, I stole. But just like a little side note for you all, one of my friends was having like a little rough week this week, and so I bought us some snacks, and it wasn't in my budget, so I took it out of my sinking funds. Okay, so I currently have $26 left, so that means I needed $3 extra out of here. So I took 3, and that would leave me with 26, and I'll make that change when we get to the condensing, but I just wanted to note it here so that I am mindful of that. So if you know, you know, I'm not a big clothes person or wardrobe person. That's why I created the sinking fund. I'm like, when I need something to replace or to wear, you know, I have some type of funds for it, but it's wardrobe is really not a big deal for me in my life. So that's why I took it from that envelope. Okay, so let's go ahead and count what we have. So 100, and then another 100, 20, 40, 60, and then 20, 5, 10, 15, and 5. So $300 is what we're stuffing today, and that is what I took out of the bank for today. So for the wallet, I have quite a few, well, $42 left over. I think it's 42. Yes, 7, and then I get, again, I did not eat out, and so that's 35. So we have a total of 42. These coins were actually from my trip because I put my trip cash, travel cash in here, but I do have some coins in my wallet as well from the envelopes. So I'm gonna put those in my coin box, and then I have a couple of receipts back here that I'm gonna scan into Fetch Rewards, and I do have my code listed down below if you want to get started with scanning receipts, getting points, and then turning those points into gift cards. I use Fetch Rewards religiously. I have been for the past probably 4 years, I think. And I have traded my points in several times for Amazon and Visa gift cards. I love it. So let's go ahead and start with spending. It is going to get a 5. So yeah, guys, I was on the internet probably a couple days ago, just searching like all type of different recipes I want to try to make. Because, you know, I have, you know, you have your little you have your little list of things that you know how to make, and you know, practice over time. You got pretty good at it. But I really want to learn how to make some new stuff. So I'm going to be trying some new stuff. If you want to see it, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because if you know, you know, a lot of times I will post my recipes or my cooking process in my stories because it's just fun. It's like content that you don't have to edit. And so if you want some meal ideas as I embark on this new journey of limited to no more eating out, then be sure to follow me over there. Eating out is getting a 10. And I believe that is it. Nothing in beauty or medicine this week. I almost thought I was gonna need some medicine today, but we're doing good. Okay, so next up we have our saving challenges. And so I will get my little tools right there. And we'll start with the card challenge. Today I'm going to put in 20 and 2 because that is what we have left over. And then we'll count this for y'all so we can see where we are. So, or do I wanna, let's just go 20 and 2. 20 and 1, 2. So in this challenge so far we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 500, 600, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. $635 in this challenge. So it almost comes out to like an extra $100 and something a month that you're saving in cash that you may have like otherwise spent on like unhealthy food or snacks or whatever. So yeah. So we have 2 hearts left for the last 2 Fridays of this month. I think we have 2 more Fridays. And then our last 20 is gonna go to the Rose Gold Binder Challenge. So we will take out our card, and because I probably could have took $1 from my paycheck just to do it in order, and I didn't even think about that. I was just going off of what I had rolled over. And so I have 20 left, 10, 15, 20. So I was like, well, we'll do the 20 today, and then we'll do the 21 probably next week. So let's color in the 20. I am for sure next year, guys, getting some pastel wet erase markers. Like, I like the colors, but I've made my mind up in that regard. So let's add this to the May envelope. Come to the back here. And then so far in May, we have some rough bills. 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, $82 saved in May. So we will have right at $100 saved for May in this challenge as well. And I'm gonna leave the card out for a little while so that it can dry, but that's gonna be all for our saving challenges. Okay guys, so this is my bills binder. And so today we are stuffing for my car insurance bill for June and my Wi-Fi bill for June. So car insurance is $109, so I have 100, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 109 for the month of June. And then let's go to Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi will be 96. So 50, 70, 90, 95, and 96. Okay, so far for the month of June, we have our cell phone bill stuffed. We have our health insurance bill stuffed. Our Netflix bill is ready to go. Our car insurance is ready to go. Our Wi-Fi is ready to go for June, and our rent is ready to go. So next we will move on to the cash condensing. Okay guys, so here we have our cash for the condensing. So let's go ahead and get this together. So 1, 2, 3, 400. And I'm just gonna, count it as we go. Then we have 3 50s, that's 150. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Some nasty 20s, put those at the back. And then we have 30 and 10s. And then we have 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, and 40. So 720 is our total, and that is what I took out of the bank. I will also be using my cash breakdown worksheet. I love this thing. It is just so easy and clear for me to see what I need to do. So I will have this off to the side. It is a printable, and I'm thinking it should be linked down below. I know you guys told me there was another link that wasn't working, and I gotta go back and look at the comment to see which one, because I saw it and I was supposed to fix it and I forgot about it. So I will be, if anything's not working down below, y'all let me know and I will try to get it fixed for you. As well as I know I have some corrections to make in my binder, because you guys let me know last week that I had made some mistakes. Yeah, you guys let me know that I had made some mistakes in my totals. So I got my whiteout ready right there. Thank you guys for letting me know. Okay, so birthdays is going to get a 20 for 320, and that's what we have in that envelope. And then I don't think wardrobe is going to get anything anymore because I spent in here. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and update the tracker here. So today is the 16th. We took out 3. We are down to 26. Uh-oh. So one other thing about sinking funds that I really love is they are definitely a safety net. Now, while our goal is for them to be a safety net for their intended purposes, they're still a safety net to where, you know, you don't have to swipe credit cards. So we have $7 in monthly savings, so nothing condensed there. Car maintenance, is going to get a 50. Okay, so we will do 20, 40, 45, and 50. And so in car maintenance, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 550, 555, 556, and that's what we have. Also, on another note, so y'all know inspections got canceled in Texas, where you don't have to get your car inspected to get it registered anymore. And I don't know if that's just a Texas thing or if other states did it, but I know that's a thing out here. However, if you live like in a certain area, you have to get an emissions test done to your car before you can get your registration done. And I did check online. I do live in an emissions place, and so I do have to get that test done to my car before I can get the new tags. I have no idea how much it's gonna cost, but we shall soon find out, and I will let you know. So godchildren will get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for $208. This was the envelope I messed up because it was supposed to be 208 and not 210. Okay, whiteout, don't fail me now. So we'll do 208 for godchildren, and then date night is going to get a 20. So 5, 10, no, it's not. What is date night getting? Oh, 10, 15, 20. Yes, it is. Okay. 10, 15, and 20. And so it has $22. Okay, so as you can see, there's no vacation deposit envelope at the back. That money has been deposited in my account, and I will update you guys on that as we probably get closer to that time, not right now. So stay tuned for that. Okay, next up we have our car registration binder. And so let's see what we have here. Car registration is going to be getting a 5. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Let's see. I'm going to switch out a 5 from over here, guys. That has to go back to the bank. So we have 50, 70, 75, and 76. That 50 is kind of nasty too. We just don't get crispy bills anymore, y'all. Okay, giving is also going to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll count the money over there to make sure that we have the 720 going back to the bank. Actually, we might have more than that, because usually whenever I do a condensing, whatever's in my emergency fund, I just put that money back in the bank. Christmas is going to get, where's the emergency? Oh, after that. Christmas is going to get a 20. So we'll take these 2 10s out and we will pull a 20. And I believe this was another one that I messed up. It should be 190 instead of 200. I really thought I was at $200. 150, 70. And I know I didn't pull out Christmas. That's one of the last funds. Christmas and car maintenance, I don't really play with those. Some of these other ones, you know, we can kind of like rebuild throughout the year, but Christmas and car maintenance, because I think of Christmas as like, that's gifts for other people. So I'm not pulling from an envelope that's gifts for other people. And then as far as my car maintenance is concerned, with having an older car, you know, that's just not something I want to pull from. So emergency, I did put on here to give it a 10, but it's crazy because it's just going right back to the bank. So I'm just going to put this 10 back over here. And what I'll do is right here that today we are depositing $10. And this is for my starter emergency fund, which has about, I think right at almost $1,200, right at $1,200. Holidays is going to get a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 38. And that is what we have. And then my car tires will get $50. So 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So that will get a 50. I was really excited about condensing this one because this one can get pretty thick kind of quickly. And we have 250 in there. Okay, so now we have condensed our sinking funds. So next I have to condense my 1 a month ahead binder. Actually, I'm going to go in order of my binders. So next will be the card challenge. And the card challenge is supposed to get $215. Let's see if we have it. So 1, 2, so that's 200. And then we have 20. So 5, 6, was I supposed to do 20? No, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, period. Okay, so in the card challenge, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 620, 630, 635. My savings challenge. And then in the rose gold binder, I'm just gonna condense April. Everything else either doesn't need to be condensed or it's small enough to where it's not getting thick. And I'm still stuffing May, so we'll do May on another condensing. So April is going to get $15. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we'll do 10 and we'll do 5 for the month of April. And so April was $35. I had to look at my card over there and double check that. So now we'll go to our month ahead binder. All right, so starting with rent, rent is going to get $100. So let's see here, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. And we just have 4, so we can't do anything else right now. Next will be cell phone, and let's see where we are. Cell phone will get 25, so 10, 15, 20, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna swap this one out for another one because it's kind of nasty. All right, so we have $76. Well, that one wasn't even that wasn't even too much different from the one I pulled out. And then for car insurance, it's going to get 100, 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. For 106, and we'll go to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is going to get $20. So 10, 15, 20 for 72. And then lastly, electricity is going to get 55. I guess that one's okay. So let's go 20, 30, 40, 50, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 156 is in electricity. Okay, y'all, so that is the end of the cash condensing, little mini cash condensing. So now I'm gonna time lapse and you guys can watch me get this money sorted.
Cool down, my love, cool down, my love.
Okay guys, so I should have $730 going back to the bank. So the $720 that we took out plus the $10 that we're adding from the emergency fund. And I think that 10 will put us back at $1,200. So 50, no, I already counted for that 10. So we're still at 19. Okay, 51, 52, 250. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 240. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 110. And 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 equals 730. So we did everything that we needed to do. And so now we can go ahead and move on to looking at the sticker kits for July. Okay, friends, so just a reminder that these are our June kits, the movie time kit with popcorn and soda, which I love, and the summer florals. I'm going to be using the mystery kit for June, so when it comes time for me to set up my June budget, you guys will see the mystery kit at that point in time. Okay, so for our first design, I call this design Deep Tropics. And so my theory behind it was that the dark blue, greenish, turquoise color reminded me of like deep in the ocean. But then the flowers reminded me of, you know, tropics, like the flowers were giving tropical. So Deep Tropics is what we have. And this is the calendar. I am using or showing you guys the 8.5 by 11 size because we are still cutting 7 by 9. So, but everything is available. So next up we have the, I believe, yeah, these are the dashboards. So, oh, I pulled two of them. Sorry, guys. Okay, so these are dashboard B, which is the newer dashboard that she has for Erin Condren. I didn't even realize I picked up two of them. Oh my gosh. Dashboard B. Did I pick up 2A? Okay, no. And this is dashboard A. That's crazy. Dashboard A. So that's your big left box. No, your big left box, your two right boxes, and then your bottom box. Okay, and again, this is the Erin Condren planner, but the stickers are also available in Happy Planner, classic size and big size, as well as the Budget Mom, small size and full size. So just keep that in mind. This is the monthly budget sheet. So we have a mixture of pinks, and then we have that dark turquoise color with some gold accents. Next up, you have your weekly check-in. I guess I can hold it up closer for you guys. Didn't really think about that. And we have the event stickers. This is what your paychecks look like. And if you look closely, this blue color, you can see it like up in here. Hold up, the light is acting wonky. Sorry guys. But yeah, you can see that blue color up in here. And so that's where that blue color came from. Here are your bill due stickers. Here are your budget add-ons. So debt tracker, expense tracker, sinking funds, I'm sorry about the light y'all, and savings tracker. And then our second theme for the month is called Beach Books. So this is like reading on the beach. I thought this was so fun, you know, like, because I know many people love reading, and I like it as well. I've taken a pause on it, but I just feel like that's such a summer vibe to read a good book on the beach. So there's a calendar. And once again, I'm sure I picked up two of them because fresh stickers like to stick together. So here is the new dashboard. This is dashboard B. These two right here, your two middle boxes, and then your top and bottom box. And then you have some scripts with that. All right. And then we have dashboard A. So your big left box, oh wait a minute, y'all. This is dashboard B. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't even know how I picked up a bunch of different stuff. Okay, your big left box, your bottom box, and then your right boxes for dashboard B. And then we have the monthly budget. So you have a mixture of blues, and similar to the last kit, I try to pull out some of those hidden colors because I think it's just so fun. So this light baby bluish color here is actually in the books. If you can see, you'll see it in the books. It's so pretty, and so I wanted to pull that color out. And then your thin washi mimics like sand, so that's the monthly budget. Here is your weekly check-in. Your event stickers. Here are the paycheck stickers. These are your bill due stickers. And lastly, we have your budget add-ons. So expense tracker, sinking funds, savings, and debt. Okay guys, so once again, those are the kits for July. I hope that you like one of the designs and pick one up and continue your consistency and your reaching your financial goals even in the summer, although that is usually the time where we are spending more of our money and going out and experiencing and traveling and stuff. But we can also still keep budgeting, so don't forget to stay consistent throughout the summer. That's my little tidbit. However you budget, just try to stay consistent throughout the summer. If you guys need motivation, I will be here like always. So I hope that you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you back next week. Bye.